Talking Pirates football alongside head coach Joe Austin. I'm Kip McConnico. Pirates emphatic in the bounce-back win out in Alpine last week. Coach, a tough loss to ETBU, but you guys really got the win at Sul Ross, 55-7. Your thoughts on this victory?
Really good to get off to a fast start, scored quickly. Took the opening kickoff. Kalenheim took it 78 yards, set up a short field on our second play. We got the last 22 yards with a touchdown pass to A.J. Daniels, and we never really looked back. 28 in the first quarter, and we actually fumbled on their 1 yard line. So it could have been 35 in the first quarter, and that until the fourth quarter, that was about our only hiccup. Our guys played really well on offense. They played really well on defense. Would have been nice to preserve the shutout, but Sul Ross has good athletes, and over 60 minutes, they got one, and so it was still a pretty good performance by our defense.
Fred Hover, your quarterback, a 189.7 QB rating in the game.
Okay, I didn't know that, but he played really well. The impressive part about what Fred did was he quarterbacked that game at a high level. Sul Ross is a smorgasbord of defensive calls. I mean, they do something different on every play. I don't know how they practice it all. So it was a big challenge for Fred during the week. You always hear about how quarterbacks prepare in the NFL and prepare at different levels. Fred prepared for what all their looks were. He had to make a lot of changes of run plays, pass protections. He changed pass plays based on coverage. He quarterbacked that game at a high level, and he executed awesome. 4 touchdown passes, another rushing touchdown. We didn't miss a beat. We took him out after 3 quarters. If he had stayed in, we just would have kept scoring at a high rate.
You were up 42-0 at the break. 55-7 was the final. Coach, you told Fred last week that he was going to have to be your best player for these final 5 games. He certainly was against Sul Ross.
Well, yeah, I said in general, our best players have to be our best players because it's a tough league. It's a tough opponents about every week, and your best guys have to play at that level. And Fred's definitely one of the guys I told that to, told to some other guys, and he certainly responded.
Back home this Saturday, 1 p.m., taking on Belhaven. What have you seen from them?
They have a new coaching staff, so they've totally changed what they do. Their previous coaching staff made some interesting decisions. They didn't have a punter, for example. They'd either go for it anywhere on the field, or their quarterback would punt it from their offensive formation. So they've totally changed their offense. They're now a pro-style offense. They went from having no tight ends and fullbacks to sometimes having 2 tight ends and a fullback in at the same time. So a complete 180 offensively. Defensively, similar defense to last year. They're primarily a 3-man front, but they're doing a lot of different things out of that. They play a lot of man coverage, and they blitz a lot.
SU Football Weekly, least we forget, tomorrow 6 p.m. at the Sheraton. Coach, who are the guests going to be this week?
Well, Fred's going to come in, kind of waiting for him to have a great game like he had to get him on the show. He gets a lot of chances to talk to the media, so we didn't rush him in this year, but he'll get his chance. And then we're going to have our only defensive senior, Corey Vega, will be in for his first time on the show, and we'll get to ask him what it's like to be the only senior on defense.
Again, Pirates in action at 1 p.m. at home here in Georgetown, taking on Belhaven on Saturday. As always, you can find the full schedule at southwesternpirates.com. Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck on Saturday.
Cool.